We are, we are going to.
We are recording now.
now.
So what's your words? No, not at all. Yeah, that's why I asked that. Because if that makes you not talking, that's would be not. Sorry. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Mm. You don't have a life. For sure. No, but that's it. Because I hear a lot of people now saying that. I don't know. That's just it. So there's no. They're trying to compare with before. That's I don't remember so much. There's also no looking at myself. So then I don't know what I was before. And it's not a feeling like this is my life and how was I this body before and how was that. There's no one busy with that doing that, so I can't say. Yeah, you should. That's
I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it.
Right.
Je kan wel gewoon
Yeah.
just normal. Yeah, baby tonight. Yeah.
Like energetic.
Yeah.
Maybe you sound like this when it's sharing this message like in person, then like to Zoom or on.
I think what I know now, it's more like this is stronger than when we were with Zoom. That's what I normally found. It's Zoom is different. It's okay, but this is more like more powerful. Yeah.
Like it was something that I discovered like a joy. And I thought that maybe all of us are ready to drop the knee and we don't even know about it.
Yeah, sure. It's possible. It's so normal. That's crazy. You expect something else. Yeah, sure.
You might be able to grasp on it. I feel like very difficult work for me when I put the message to kind of like see that it's not power.
That's so
And like see the soul being just the extension of the knee.
Yeah.
You know that when the body dies, the soul is
it goes on. Yeah.
I was going to this is kind of like especially like when you are like raised like Catholic. So.
Yeah, sure. There's so much about that, about continuation.
Right.
But that's also about really go about right and wrong. That's very important there. So you do the right thing, otherwise there will be a punishment. Yeah, awful. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a continuation. It won't die. You won't die.
Yeah, it was like the truth.
Yeah, sure.
That's how I really shared it. I mean, that's why initially when I heard this, I just.
Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah, sure.
Schools, like how to be.
Yeah.
This is good. This is not
So
good.
that it's so strong.
Every story.
Yeah.
I guess it's like a way to feel like we can control each other. Like, okay, you've got to be good, or
Yeah, and then your love, Now that's a strong message.
All designed and to transcend separation, and then you separate like we are born basically the language, everything. And for everything.
And it's energetic. So when there's that separation, and then that's the energy. So that's seen like that, and that's it. The experience also. And it's seen like that, and it's built in. And then that's the whole story is like that. Yeah, and the freedom is that that story isn't there. So, and then it can be like a story, but there's no meaning in the story. So and it's just everything. So nothing is being busy with right or wrong or how to behave. That's the freedom. But in the same time, it's not felt, but it's so normal. It's not feeling like, oh, I'm so free. Yeah, yeah. So that is the suffering in the story. It's so busy with everything that's wrong. It's the feeling that there's something wrong or missing, not right there. That's the suffering. But it seems so normal. Right? Yeah, sure, of course. But when there's a lot of joy and the feeling of it's going well because I did that, why not? And it's that, yeah, then that's happening. Yeah, but I'm not busy with when somebody is saying that. Yeah, so yeah, then I don't need. There's no need to convince or to believe this. Of course not. There's no one. So then there's that going on. Part of that story. Yeah. But I don't talk about with friends like that, because then there's a sharing of the message, but underneath the words, it's not in the words of talking like there's no time or things like that. I don't know. But in the way that talking happens, there's a feeling of there's nothing wrong or right. Then in the sharing of the message in that, and then you can talk about anything with your friend. Yeah. But when the talking, what you said, in the talking, there's something empty about that. That's not really. That can be felt or not. Some people don't. Of course, it can happen. Some people are really sensitive, and then they feel they are really into like, oh, do I do something wrong and right? And then when somebody is there, there's nothing going on about that. Not conscious, but just like that. It can be felt. You don't know what it is, but there can be like a relaxation or without knowing. Can be or not. Not always. Doesn't need to be.
You talk to people who are history. You try not to feed into the drama. Sometimes I'll talk to friends who are deeply into drama, I won't feed into it. And then there's relaxation.
Yeah.
And they stop.
Yeah.
They kind of no
It can
longer.
happen too. Yeah, that's for it. Yeah.
Even family members. But it can happen. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. But when there's seeing no one and there's drama, there's suffering, there can be like any words or so, but there's not seeing someone, so there's not feeding that just in the story, like so there's something else. Well, it's and what happens here. But it doesn't matter. Then that's what's happening. Yeah, it's not my way of it. It's just life. Yeah. There's nothing right or wrong. Yeah. No.
Yeah. And it's not you doing it.
No. It's just this. And it is not about my life, of my story, of what my circumstances. No, it's just then that's happening. Not about feeling always okay. No, it can be like, there's no energy. Of course, just normal.
Like when you feel that, well, and underneath that, it's also.
There's nothing coming trying to change that. It's just not going, so there's no escape. It's more like that. So there's no escape. It's just not, those thoughts not come. And then, so, but there's also no escape. Because that's what me does, that trying to get rid of that. Because, oh, what's going on here? What did I do yesterday? Oh, maybe I shouldn't. No, that doesn't happen. That is still, but that, and it's even maybe even more like angry or tired or like that. Yeah, and then after a while it changes. There's something.
So automatic.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And seeing like, oh, what did I before, or what is the reason? That, yeah, that's that whole construct of me trying to solve that or get rid of that. It just didn't come anymore. It was just the moment I was very busy and then it didn't come anymore. I don't know. And the strange thing is, it's so normal that it's not even noticed that I didn't come. Yeah, at that moment it's suddenly it's like, huh, there's something else. Normally, it's so normal, it's not even noticed that that's not anymore. You get used to that. So it's something like that. Yeah.
But there must have been a point, Rose, we need to talk that you noticed.
Yeah, that was when I was that moment that, that in the sauna, and it was but in the same time, I can also say that it didn't happen because it's only sitting there. That's it. And that story stops, but that's the story also.
But in the story.
Yeah.
Only I have
I was always, yeah. I was into personal growth therapy.
It feels like I'm always.
Yes, sure.
Can't change what I'm watching for.
No, it doesn't. It isn't like that.
Yeah.
You can watch for it
Right.
for like really like
Yeah.
that, and then suddenly, but it's what happens, or not really happens. It's like it's this. It's also those thoughts are like, ooh, that's it too, and that's suddenly like, oh, that's it too, something like that. So it's looking for something, but it's already happening. It's hiding by it's everything. It's already happening. And we like, when does it happen? But that when does it happen? Is it? That's the awful thing. Yeah.
You hear stories from people saying, stop speaking.
Yeah.
Somebody was
Yeah.
I would never.
Ah, yeah. 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 But in the beginning, then when it happened, I had for years I didn't speak about it. I couldn't. I didn't have the words. It didn't come. Also, why should I? I didn't know what to say.
Was it talk to people, or I mean, like passing it. But it wasn't like, oh,
Yeah, because it's so normal that you think like, oh my God, how could I not see that? It's so simple. But of course, I couldn't see that because I was so busy. So, but I could speak about it. It's much. It took. I don't know how to say it, but it's like it took some time to that it's not only like oh but it has to be it's definitely like a development, but it's not. But it's like it has to be embodied. It's not really, but it's something like that. It get more normal. But in the beginning, it's like, oh, what is that? How can I say that? And then suddenly it's like, oh, it's much more obvious and much more normal. And after some years, so I started talk with some people because they were interested. And just by the talking, the words came, and it became more easy, and then it became more normal and even more normal. So it's much more easy to talk about it now. Because it's much more obvious. In the beginning, it was more like oh, no, and now it's more like something like that's so obvious, and it's also really I can imagine I know or there's something over like what it's obvious, but it doesn't mean that's better than when it's not obvious. No, of course not. So that's even stronger. So yeah. In other words, much more easy and much. I didn't like to talk in that people does in some religions like all those consciousness and all those words. I didn't want to talk about that because I don't like that. I want to talk just in normal language, in normal words, like normal everybody. And then seeing it's everything. It's already the same as what's here happening. It's not different. It's the same. That's the joy that it's already the way it's going. And if it's things like, yeah, but I don't think it is, then those thoughts are it too. That's great. That's the joy. Yeah.
it was a way out.
No. There's no escape for this. No. Yeah. There can be still like, oh, but I want something else. But I think it's something else. It's so can be so strong.
Practice, um, not this, not this. When I got the phone, I was thinking about the practice, maybe, not this, not this, not this, and I was like, it should be like this, there's something go for this.
That's right. There's words, and this, just the opposite. They both go together.
Yeah.
Empty or endless. It's like emptiness and fullness.
But it's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, it's plus.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And it's confirming, not saying things.
Maybe. Not this. More and more people attracted to this.
I see also a lot of people attracted to non-dualistic speakers that are not that clear. I don't, yeah, it's very rare, this message, like in this radical way. There are not so many speakers in that
Well,
way.
you did,
But there are a lot of people talking about non-duality, you know, and people like, they did hear something and now they're teachers too, or something like that. It's amazing how many people are like that now. They're teaching or they're more to be clear.
but some are clear.
Yeah, they're clear, but the sharing of this message is not about clarity. And most people are into that. But I hear a lot of people. Yes, but no, being clear and be able to explain things very well. It can happen. But it's not about, it has nothing to do with that. But there's not so much. But then, yeah, they're much more opening. There's much more openness for in anything in that sense. Although it's maybe trying to understand, but it's already something else. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, you can look at YouTube. Yeah, and Zoom. We have before. We had some tapes like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you ever going to
Yeah, yeah. Really,
oh my God.
yeah.
Everybody arguing this is undual police.
Ah, yeah.
I can't look at it and stuff.
Yeah.
This is big as Buddhism. Reddit threads on Buddhism, how there's different views, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Mother.
Yeah, well,
Nobody agrees.
no, it's endless and then waste. Yeah. No, doesn't need to be like that. There's no awareness, so that can fall away. Awareness is part of that need, like
awareness is
yeah,
or a fear.
that's not how I see it.
I think we need to have it come down to be aware of or something about those. The thing is,
That awareness.
and I don't have to identity as
Yeah.
that's an original
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's why I can
Yeah.
that's how I get sense of what you're talking about the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I heard awareness
Yeah.
and two are because if I have to that's I don't know.
Yeah.
I listen to all the you have to have
Also, it's a dropping away of the belief that there is then how do we say that? It's about loss. Yeah. No, but when the me and the awareness are together, the me and awareness is, when there's me, there's awareness. It's looking at what is going on.
Awareness is not. It's
Yeah.
not just
Yeah,
so it seems like the same message.
but that's not awareness. It's just hearing happening. It's not somewhere viewing, or somewhere. It's just it's just hearing without noticing or
I think there's
awareness.
a big difference between the words awareness. It's even different things for different people.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're misused.
Hmm.
Just my understanding.
Yeah,
I think it's just a maybe. Yeah,
yeah,
it's just understanding the word.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that can happen. That's not what you mean.
Even when you say awareness, what is that awareness of what?
Instead of that question, there's no me over here to where. Looking at there's something.
So you're saying
Yeah,
if you
but
feel like awareness is the ground of everything, the source.
Yeah. But there's no source. There's what's happening. It's life. It's not a source. Life. It's just life, and then
Or maybe that's not me.
A lot of it's
It's
semantic.
life.
It's a problem with language.
Yeah.
It's just the way you use it. That really implies a strong degradation. That's the problem. It's not the word awareness. Consciousness.
Yeah.
Then they say consciousness, awareness, those two things. One of them comes prior to the other one. And which
Yeah,
one
and then
is it?
it's already complicated.
Everybody
Yeah,
has a different.
yeah. And it's very simple. It's just the hand moving. That's more, and there's nobody watching it. There's nobody knowing it. It's just that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Being busy with that is already me.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So it's so simple, just without knowing, without noticing, just that. And nothing is busy with that or trying to do something with it. Just that. Oh yes, come on, yeah. It's like an offense, yeah.
I almost want to ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Mm.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
Yeah. Sound and mind to
Yeah. It's just this. Yeah. It's this how it is. It's,
or even sound.
yeah.
Sound
Yeah.
to-
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
You'll love that one. Mind is just.
But in the same now, it's not getting in the way because there's no mind. There can be thoughts, and then because there is attached meaning to it, and then it becomes something else. But those thoughts are it too.
Yeah, it's a sense of mind.
But there's no mind.
Right.
There's also no mind
Okay.
because then there seems to be someone, and there's what is the mind? A couple of thoughts. What is that? There is no mind. It's also a story.
there's a thought floating through that you're not really thinking about. But then something comes and you're like,
Yeah.
but because you are gone, because you refer to their attention. You know,
Yeah.
oh, I was gone. I don't know how you.
Yeah, I think it's not about because we're so busy with I'm looking at it and how it and that whole construct that's not it. But the looking is different. That's
But what if
different.
your attention is not, like, your eyes see stuff, but your attention is somewhere else?
Yeah, then there's a thought that can be looking and that can be thinking. Oh my God, I have to. Then that's what's happening.
Yeah.
You don't need to know, like, oh, do I look at the cup or is it about the thoughts? That happens. I don't know. That's after that or doesn't matter. We are so busy, like being in the now is all that new thing. And then I'm distracted. So I'm in a meeting and I'm thinking of dinner. Like, oh no, I have to be and not thinking about dinner or something else. Then that's then that's what's happening. It's just coming and then that's what's happening. It can't be wrong. It's not never it's wrong. So we always think we are distracted. You don't listen to me. I don't like you're so distracted. Yeah, then that's what's happening. Yeah, and it's not right or wrong, but that can be irritating, but that's it. Yeah, it's unconditional. And that's something because that's everything. And no escape also. Because there's always trying to escape the nice feelings and wanting to feel more nice or satisfied or things like that. There's no escape. This is everything. That's But the strange thing is when it's everything, that whole thing what was happening all the time, like there's something wrong. I don't know. I want. What do I want? What do I have to change? When that's not happening, it doesn't matter what's happening. It's not like, oh, this is so bad, feels so bad. It's just a feeling. There's nothing on top of it like, oh, that feels so bad. But no, it's just, it's just like that. There's nothing going on like naming it or things like that. That's, no. So that then the whole thing about looking for some nice and wanting away from something, then that's also gone because it's everything. There's nothing awful or it's so beautiful or that all that stuff. That doesn't mean you can say, oh no, I don't like that. That's can happen. But that's it. Yeah.
You watch the TV movie and get lost in the film.
Sure. Yeah, that's just the movie.
You catch yourself like, oh, I'm lost in the drama.
Oh, not lost, but it's just watching movies. Yeah.
They have the same.
Yeah. But it's fun. It's more fun. It's yeah.
All exists.
Yeah, it's there, and it's really. Oh God!
You still have it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how to lose that.
That's what's going. I have my daughter has a dog. It was funny. We were watching a tennis game, and he loves balls. So it was going to the television. And the ball was like that. And he was trying to grab it. It was so sweet. But that's it. That's the same.
My dog is my dog is dumb.
Yeah. It's just going on like that.
Just starting founding and then 70s or is it?
Yeah. No. Yeah, and you don't have to look for it because it's already there. So that's so it's closer than close. It's can't even say close. Yeah, of course. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah.
Experience whatsoever. I hate to think it, and I'm this age and still work.
Go to Packer, cleaning for
They saved all that gone. It's not fair. Yeah, seems like it.
I think like the new thing now also with their energy music and service.
Oh,
They love this thing and part of it is like basic actually is constant because I can just come up with my account story now that I was giving my own spirit and Holy Spirit told me to do this, you do and then I'm gonna do and you charge $25 per person. I have a and then pay you people an hour instead,
those people don't bother me. The ones who bother the message, they're not there.
Yeah.
And they're like, funny. And they're not there. That goes on.
Oh yeah.
Must be reincarnation, right? Reincarnation.
It's everything because then you see that on television, you don't watch television. It's everything. There are no relations. There's no relation. There's no relation. I don't see anybody. So there's no relation. There can be a response. There seems to be a response. That's what's happening. That's it. There's not seeing anybody. No, it's not wanting to relate. They say something and there can be a response. Or maybe an emotion, I don't know. Or
That's
maybe
it?
a feeling, yeah. No, it's not about wanting. It's what's happening is what's happening. So there's not Rose involved. It's what's happening. I don't know. There's no Rose that decides what if this or that. It's life. Yeah, of course. And we think we are doing it. Yeah. Oh no, no. No, but you don't need it. It's so convincing. It's still, we need somebody to help us to see it or feel it. That's the misunderstanding. It's huge because we're so convinced there's something wrong with us. And it's not. That's the joy. It's already, but you think, is it this? Yes, it is. It doesn't mean it's nice or right or wrong. No, it's just neutral. Oh, that's maybe a no. She said she's not there anymore. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. Hi, the picture.
Okay.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's always like that. You have to come another time. Yeah, there's no echo.
Weekend, yeah.
No. No escape. There's no escape. No. Yeah, in the dream, and yeah, there seems to be a relationship, but it's not real. It's no, but there seems to be relationships, but here there's nothing going on about a relationship. No one. There's already no one, so it's not seeing someone, so there can not a relation. That's just what's happened. And in the story there seems to be a relationship. It's only that's also energy. Yeah.
But it's like the same energy.
Yeah. No, it's the same. No, it's one. It's one. It's one. Everything is one. So the table is not more important than Rome. Yeah, no. Yeah. The table doesn't talk. We think talking about it is very important, that I can understand. It doesn't matter. It's not about the content. Yeah. Yeah. Not more worth than the table or anything else. Hi.
So that energy of the sense of that, that kind of that also has its own knowledge, not just but it is also like really solid.
Yeah, there are all these concepts and beliefs. Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of,
yeah.
So it's not like divided into parts of it.
No, but it can be like a loss of some concepts and that, or loosening of concepts, and that not that strong anymore. So that can happen. It doesn't need to be the whole thing, at one time. It can be gradual. How do you say that? Yeah, it can happen. Most of the time, it's not like that. It's not that strong. That all that knowledge can be just not so much anymore, or not seen as important anymore so much. Still happens, but it's not that taking you so much, and that can happen, or drops. I don't know.
I think that that's what we like experiencing, you know, kind of like because you can see that you see a little bit of the difference that you have before the way I see the person now or the thing I saw, but it is not that strong
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Sure. Yeah, that's the freedom. It's somewhere that's more freedom.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. But I think someone.
Yeah, yeah,
After a sense of not being, not being.
yeah. But you don't need to put your head around it or think about it or to understand it or that. It does not. That's no homework in that sense. So that can be like suddenly like and after a while you think, oh, what's going on? It's not that real anymore, or maybe it's you don't even notice, and some other people say, oh, what's going on there? And then so it can happen in all kind of ways. You don't need to understand it or to get it clear. Also, you never will. This is not about logic. It's time is you can't get it. That's the awful thing also of the message. You can't get it, and that's frustrating. It is also a relief because there's nothing to get. Because it's already what's going on. You don't need to talk about that you think like, oh yeah, I see it, time is not real. It doesn't matter because it's really busy with time. That's life in that form, then that's it. That's the uniqueness of that. It's all different. That's uniqueness. It would be boring. It's all roses or no, of course not. It's just the difference. It's unique. That's it. That's life.
Hi, Rose. Can you talk about what is love?
Love. Well, what we normally have is love is that it's personal love, and then it's love between two people. And what I see is it's not. It's more like a need. It's more like a need to wanting something, and people can give me this wanting that. And when you about unconditional love, like what I'm talking about, this is everything is just unconditional love. It's not a feeling. You can't feel it. Love is like feeling like, oh, romance, like that. And then somebody gives that feeling and then you want more or and that, but this is unconditional, so it's everything. It's not a feeling, it's not a certain way. That's the unconditional part of that. So love is not a word that normally is used because it's always seems like connected with that personal love, and it has nothing to do with that. So it's so different because then people say, "Yeah, why do you call it love?" But it is. I don't know why, but it's when it's something, it's everything, and it's unconditional. What is more loving than that? That's it. It's everything, and it's not. This is right or this is wrong. It's not out of the window. That's love. That's love. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Of course, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's part of that. It's life. Yeah, that's the longing in one sense. It's somewhere the longing that there's unconditional love. Because normal love, there are conditions that you shouldn't do like that to me or something like that. No, it's everything. Yeah. That's what we do when we marry. It's like, you know, it's everything. Yeah, yeah, it's everything.
Guilty. Only we need a better word.
Yeah.
That's a really strange thought to use. It's like, that's like there's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
If all the things are good, that's right. If things are bad also.
Yeah, but there is no bad.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah. And it can be feeling like pain or anything. So then there's pain. And maybe there's a response. Yeah, that's it. There's no other, so there's no one. There's no other. So there's also no one that hurts you, something like that. That's the story. So there can be like people saying something like to you, but it's not somebody. It's just yeah, don't know. That's right. That's what's there, and that can be the feeling. That's right. That's it. So that's the feeling.
It's tough to accept.
Yeah, but it's not about being. This is not right.
That's so sharp.
Yeah, of course, but it's not saying this is right. That's what people think. No, of course not. This can be pain, of course. Yeah, yeah, but the action can happen, of course. It's not saying, oh, it's everything. It's go on, it's okay.
Right,
Of
right.
course not. It's so that will be awful. There can be a reaction, and it's everything. So, life is a human is not apart from life. Human, this body is life. This is life happening in a certain way. Energy, maybe it's better word. Energy, not apart from life. That's what human think. We are apart. We are apart, and we have to do the right thing. No, we're not apart. Not apart. Not you are alive. You're not a part of life. Not apart together. Apart. No, not I am life. There is only life. There is only life. There's no I am life. There's life, and it's bodies or cups. No. Yeah. And it's everything. Everything what seems to happen.
You know, it's like you say, it's like when I think of life, it's like all these bodies are in.
Yeah. Okay, then we use energy. It's maybe more than energy. I'm happy to. Yeah, but it's a word. It's a word. And some people say God, and some people say life, and some energy. It's just a word.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
And like it's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's everything. Yeah, of course, it's just a word. So this is everything. It's everything, and there's nothing that isn't not. And that's, we're so into that there's something wrong and there's something not right yet. And the thought of that is already everything. It can't be not it. And because it is what is it. But it's just, you don't need to look about it. You don't need to look for it or for what it is. Then, because then you think that I have to look for it, because it's already what's going on. There can be thoughts going on. You can't escape life. It's already what's happening. The looking for it is also what's happening. So it's already everything. It's the way that the body moves. It's closing the computer. It's thoughts happening, thinking, I'm not that. That's the thought. It's everything is empty and full together. It's just apparently the fullness, like tabling and bodies. Well, there's no me. There's no apart. There's only everything, and it's free. It's already free and complete, like it is. There's no need for anything like there has to happen or it has to be realized or falling away. It's already what's going on, the moving of the hands. It's so simple and instant that it's not even noticed. And we're so, like humans, so busy with everything, trying to comprehend or to make it happen. Because we think like there's something not right. We have to make it right. We have to do the right thing. So there's a constant being busy with how to do that and how we can make it. Because it feels so strongly that there's someone in that body and that everything is real and the world is real and other persons are real. And then this seems to happen to the feelings. There's something like, oh, this is a right feeling, this is not the right feeling, or this is right to do or not right to do. So everything is about right and wrong. And then suddenly there's no right and wrong. It's just what's happening. And then it feels not good. Yeah, but it's also not about feeling good. It's what it is. It's not about this is right or wrong. There's just what's happening. And that's so what it is. It's not, you can say that it's this, you can also say it's what it is. And that's already happening. It's an appearance, and it's still what's happening. And that's already there. You can't not, when the hand is moving, that's it. So there's no need to see like, oh, the hand is, how do you do? It's already that. It's already that hand. So you can't miss it. It's everything. It's the way the body is looking, the way the words are coming, thoughts may be coming, going out of the wind, and it's the walking. It's that already. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. Oh wait, wait, I have to stop I have to stop the video. No, I have to stop
Hold on.